Hey there, everyone. I'm CCP Dolan, who just turned off our monitor. 1 second.
And I'm CCP Fozzie, and we've got our next match here between Perihelion, Beryllium, Durillum, and I'm sure I pronounced
Duralumin,
and EFS, which is way easier to say.
Yes. And we have Perihelion, Beryllium, Duralumin banning out the Oneirus and the Guardian, and EFS have banned out the Balgorn and the Macarial.
You know, we've got another setup here with Tengus.
Yeah, and you know what else we've got? Three Vindicators.
Triple Vindicators. Do you know what's not good against Tengus?
Is it 3 Vindicators?
Yes. Basically, these Tengus are our first 100 MN Tengus we've seen. Well, at least at the Afterburner subsystem, which very likely means 100 MN Tengus. And Vindicators are going to have a hard time against that. The game plan for Perihelion is going to be kill those frigates fast.
Kill the 2 Anyos. I don't think you're going to get tackled by a Griffin.
No, but the Griffin can cause problems for you still.
Not when you have carries.
No, not so much. It looks like they're going to actually kill the Griffin first, so they've got it painted, and usually they're going to paint their primary.
Not true.
But we'll see what happens. But yes, killing the frigates first is going to be their game plan. Once they get that done, they just have to not fly to the arena.
Even if the 2 Enyos get into the Tengus and tackle them right now, they'll be dead by the time the Vindicators get there.
Yeah, no Logi is hard to keep your tackle alive, and if you can't keep your tackle alive, you can't beat a 100-man Tengu team.
Yes.
It's just straight up. Unless you can keep your tackle alive against Tengus, you can't do it, because you need to get the scrams on them, slow them down enough for the Vindicators to get in within range. The Vindicators are moving at a decent clip, but it's not going to be fast enough to catch these Tengus, unless the Tengus make a bad... Unless the Tengu, like the one we just see right there, makes a very bad piloting mistake and gets caught by Vindicators.
Is he caught by Vindicators?
Oh, no, never mind.
It's an Enyo, right?
Let's look at it.
That's the fastest Vindicator on Earth if it's caught by... What?
Yes.
It is caught by
He got caught by Vindicators. He probably tried to turn. 100-man Tengu is not known for their turning ability. They go really fast in a straight line. But when you turn, you slow down a lot, and they've lost a second one.
They lost a Tengu that wasn't tackled.
And because that was a boundary violation. The other bane of 100-man Tengu teams is the boundary. The Edge of Glory, which I think we're going to see some surprises about later on tonight.
Hopefully.
Is the victor in this match already. Because it's managed to kill one of the Tengus, and we have a second Tengu covered by Vindicators.
Oh my god.
Now, we're going to see 2 Tengus die. There's no way for these Tengus to survive unless the Vindicators decide to turn off their locks.
Have you ever seen a team win a match by just bringing the right setup and the other set being like the worst possible against it?
Yeah, well, I've seen...
And then have piloting error completely even out the match.
Yes. What happens is these kiting setups, like the 100-man Tengu teams, hugely reliant on pilot skill and on not making mistakes. Even the best teams will make mistakes. We've seen, if you look at the last 3 Alliance tournaments, we've had 3 of the most well-known captains of teams fly out of arenas. Elise Randolph for Y-Dash in this one. We had 2 years ago in the Alliance tournament, it was Seldarine. We had Apathetic Brent last year. All fly out of the arena, and actually that one with Seldarine in the 9th Alliance tournament was a similar setup. It was a Hugin kite team versus a bunch of was it Vindicators? It was Megathrons or something. It was it was a Megathron Hall team from Razor.
And we're going to see a Tengu explode.
Yeah, we're about to see another Tengu explode. We've already seen one blown up by CCP Veritas. I think that was his first chance to use the button today.
Yep.
He's probably pretty happy about that.
Sorry, Siberian Beast, your Tengu just got owned.
Yeah, so Ice Gorilla, now the last Tengu alive for Perihelion.
Also, we lost a Hawk when we weren't paying attention. Sorry.
Yeah,
I was looking at CCP Fozzie while he talked.
That Hawk, by the way, also destroyed for boundary violation.
Oh wow.
100-man Tengus I can kind of understand.
Hawk is
less so.
more maneuverable.
Unless you're following your captain out of the field.
What if you had a 10-man Hawk?
It happens. Like, I've seen it, but not in the tournament. But it's possible.
You never know. We didn't look at them.
Well, there's no way to really tell by looking at
true.
them. Anyways, so we have one of the Vindicators.
Are they not turning? Then they might be 10-man Hawks.
Or just not actually trying to turn.
just got webbed too. Wonderful.
Yeah. Now, here's the interesting thing. One of the Vindicators here for EFS is taking damage. They do have armor rep bots, so that's what's actually going to try to keep it alive. If they can't...
Look at the Dremel!
Down he goes. Getting wed by Vindicators, not a great way to survive in a
Dremil's notorious for their ability to get caught by a battleship. What are you doing?
So the team for Perihelion just having a Tengu, 2 carries, and a Hawk left. That Vindicator for EFS is like dropping slowly through its rep bots, but not fast enough. At this point, it's like we got 6 minutes left, but 6 minutes isn't enough time to kill 2 of these Vindicators with the team left, I don't think, for Perihelion.
Do you know what makes me sad?
What makes you sad? Go on.
Perihelion.
Yeah. Basically, like these 100-man teams, there's a reason that I think we've seen micro warp drives coming in the first 2 Tengu teams so far in this tournament. 100 minutes, really hard to fly. Really, really hard to fly correctly. You go out of the arena a lot.
You could have just turned it on for a single cycle and then been miles away from a Vindicator and then just slow boat.
You're right. You don't even need to have the afterburner on half the time against this team. Although the Vindicators are actually pretty fast. Like, these are solid, speedy Vindicators.
They ain't no shield Vindicator, though.
No, they're...
Are they? No, obviously not if they're... Well...
They're armor bodying it, so no.
Yeah.
But they were going like 1,300 meters a second, which means you do have to at least pulse your afterburner.
Yeah. You can't just slow boat around like a bus. Haha, you'll never catch me.
But you can turn it off to turn.
Yeah.
Which is a common tactic.
Which is important.
So at this point, we're actually going to be seeing a relatively slow match from this stage unless one of these frigates or Tengu decide to fly to the arena for fun. This first Vindicator is going to die, but time is... at this point, it's going to be tough.
Captain Advil, the Hawk for Perihelion Beryllium Duralumin, going, oh no, with a face in local, much like I'm doing now. What just happened?
Yeah. That being said, so if Perihelion can kill 2 Vindicators, they're ahead of points, unless I'm doing the math wrong. I don't like their chances.
A carry's in the Hawk, or I mean a Tango in a Hawk.
But the Hawk can't get within range. The Hawk cannot do damage.
Yes.
So it's the Tengu. Now, they've got like...
How much do you need to
nerf heavy missiles? There's 2 armor bots
missiles?
left. There's 2 armor bots left. Tech 1 armor bots is all they have to rep with. The Vindicator here...
Oh, this Tengu's in a bad spot.
is up against... Like, he's got a Vindicator really close to him. Wow. Corvin and his Vindicator doing some excellent piloting, getting really close to Ice Gorilla and his Tengu. If he can catch him, then that ends it. Because it is actually possible, I think, for Perihelion to come back. It's going to be a long shot for them, but if you can get a web on that Tengu. If you see a web icon appear beside the Tengu,
what's his position within the arena?
He's got a long way to go. But he's still getting, like, he turned. So look at his speed. It dropped a lot there. He is, it's so close.
Go!
He's pulling away now, though. Yeah, he's pulling away. Oh, he almost got caught on a turn there by these Vindicators. That was good piloting.
He is 105 kilometers from the boundary.
Mm-hmm.
Can he turn in time?
Yes, I'm sure he'll be able to turn. Okay,
110. 115.
As we see the first of the Vindicators die now.
116, 117.
So Kanato...
You're not going to be able to turn in time. 119. You clicked him. Where'd you re-click him?
Yeah.
Oh, 120.
122.
Two.
Oh,
come on.
He's so close. 123.
3.
He's right up against the edge. He's right up against the edge.
He's touching
He's turning.
He's turning.
122.
122. Oh my God.
He's going to get caught by the
He's
Vindicator.
going to get pinned.
Is he going to escape? It looks like he may have gone around Corvin's Vindicator.
What?
Wow, that was a impressive tight turn for 100 and Tengu. Corvin's Vindicator was not able to get the web on Ice Gorilla there. And Ice Gorilla now getting the damage back on. Alright, so now there's 2 minutes left. Can he kill a Vindicator? I don't think so.
Do you know what just happened?
Yeah, it's possible he was trying to run up against the edge of glory and make the Vindicator leave the arena by sitting up against the edge, getting out of the way, dodging, and then just having the Vindicator go right past him. It didn't work.
I don't think
Vindicators can turn way better than 100 Tengu. So that's not the best ship for it.
It would just have to be a guy not paying attention. If the person wasn't paying attention, then it would maybe work.
Yeah.
But
the best ship for that by far, you get your logistics ship to go 124, wait for them to all fly toward you, and then just dodge out of the way and casually have them all fly out. It has been done.
I like that you described a ship acting casually. See ya.
Yeah, like a matador, just Yeah, but in this case, not enough.
1 minute and 45 seconds.
Not going to be enough time. Corvin is still in high armor, so this is going to be a win for EFS. Perihelion is going to get knocked out, even while having twice as many ships left. They just have fewer points.
Yeah, but I think 1 minute and 30 seconds is longer than you think it is. Because, look at his armor.
He's in 80% armor.
Yeah, he's at 80%, but they just started shooting at him recently.
They started shooting him 40 seconds ago.
We'll see. You know what we will see, because we're just going to sit here for about a minute.
Yes.
And what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. We can talk about
do we want to talk about how cool FanFest is going to be this year?
It is going to be really awesome.
We could talk about how cool Australians are.
Yes, we actually had an opportunity to talk to some great Australians who are still having their meetup, so maybe they're watching it. Well, it's the worst time zone ever for them right now. They're probably asleep.
Is it 3 a.m. and you're in Australia watching the New England Open?
Do you know what they're going to do? Is they're going to go watch this on the Own 3D site.
Yes.
Once they wake up. later. But yeah, there is EVE Australia is going on right now in Sydney. There's a bunch of great EVE players in Australia. 45 seconds, that Vindicator is going to be fine. They're doing a great event. They're trying to bring a bit of the FanFest experience to Australia because it's so hard for them to come to FanFest, although they really should if they can because it's awesome. And we got to talk to them over Skype and answer questions. It was me, you, and Navigator, and it was a blast.
It was a lot of fun. They were super chill. They went on walkabouts and stuff and drank Fosters. And
talked about really drop bears a lot.
Yeah, drop bears. They had really big knives in comparison to what I consider a knife. It apparently wasn't a knife.
No, it wasn't at all. They had a completely different definition of a knife.
Yeah.
So that was a blast, and we hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Because
10 seconds.
Yeah, as we see EFS going to win on points, as Corvin just sits there in low armor, knowing that 2 seconds is enough time.
Parahelion, I'm mad at you. Why do you do this?
It's their revenge for putting a hard-to-pronounce name.
Yeah, exactly. I won't have to pronounce the name, even though I'm apparently the only person that does it properly.
EFS, super easy to pronounce, goes on through.
Alright, and that will be the match. Goodbye, Perihelion, Beryllium, Duralumin. Hello, EFS. You live another day, surviving until tomorrow, when they will have to fight for their life once more. We will see you back in the studio in just a few seconds.